Liverpool 6, Qarabag nil. A very, very dominant display from the Reds as we automatically qualify for the round of 16 in the Champions League. Big up everyone that's watching the video. Hope everyone's doing well. Make sure to like the video on your way in. Subscribe if you are new to the channel on the road to 1,000 subscribers as well. So 6-0. Very, very, very dominant result and display from Liverpool. And I'm going to give a full warning to people that haven't watched or that are just coming in. This will probably be one of the most depressed sounding videos on YouTube reacting to a 6-0. Why? Because it doesn't change anything that I think about this football club or about the manager. I said it here. It won't change anything because I saw a dominant display in Marseille, then we end up losing to Bournemouth. So what I'm doing, I'm just completely reacting to the result right now. I am reacting to the player performances for this game alone. I am not going to mention anything else about future games, anything about the manager in general, or these players in general, until I see a good run of form from these players. So, on the game in hand, a very, very good performance. An expected performance as well. I think going into this game, many people were expecting us to win because it is Qarabag. It is a side that's probably one of the lowest ranking teams in the Champions League. They have got some good results at home against the likes of Chelsea, and I think they gave Real Madrid a good run for their money in Azerbaijan as well. But away from home at Anfield, under the lights, last game of the group stages, you kind of expected Liverpool to win. It was more of an expectation rather than you think is going to happen because of the quality of both teams and because of the quality of the players that we've got. We had to win this game. Securing automatic qualification to the round of 16. The fact that we don't have to play an extra 2 games, which is a massive, massive bonus, given that we're already struggling with games in the Premier League, I think is just what we needed. But goals from McAllister, from Vietz, from Salah, and from Ekitike does from Ekitike and Chiesa. I do apologize, Chiesa. Seals our place in the round of 16. Like I said, dominant display. I think every metric that we had going into this game, also the performances as well, was dominant. I know the metrics that I have in front of me. We had an XG of around about 5.6. We created around about 38 shots on goal, 12 of them that are on target. It felt as though every attack that we had was going to lead to a chance, regardless of the outcome. Every time we got the ball back from them, or we're starting an attacking phase of play, we just look so on it and so fast paced, which is what you expect from Liverpool in the Champions League. I think you could see against Marseille we were like that. Real Madrid at times we were like that as well. So all in all, a very, very, very dominant display from Liverpool. I want to give a big shout out to Mo Salah scoring his first goal since November, which is crazy to think about it. It just shows that this last couple of months have been difficult for Liverpool fans to watch, with players being out of form. Someone of Salah's quality, he don't expect to be on a goal drought for 2 months. Granted, it was at AFCON for almost a month. A player of his quality shouldn't be 2 months into a season and not scoring a goal. Like, it's ridiculous. But fair play, you got your goal, a very well worked goal as well, a free kick routine with him and Soboslai. And Virgil got his share of criticism last game, rightly so, with that disaster class against Bournemouth. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, he is the first ever centre back in the history of the Champions League to to create 3 assists for a team in one game, which is crazy to think. Crazy, like you expect maybe a right back in the modern day right backs like your Hakimis and people like that they may be able to have the ability, and they have the ability, and they also have the opportunities going forward to create assists. But a centre back, yeah, crazy man, crazy. But fair play to Van Dijk, putting in a decent performance and a performance expected of a Liverpool captain. As you can tell, with a lot of what I'm saying is very, very reserved and very, very muted, I'd say, because at the end of the day, whilst I was not happy about what's happening with Liverpool, the expectation was we got to beat Qarabag. Like no matter how difficult they are as a opponent, we're at Anfield, we're at home, we're in front of fans. We've got to be dominating this game, and this game and this result is all that I expected. So fair play to them, fair play to the players. And lastly, I think on the manager, nothing's really changed about my opinion on the manager. Um, he coached a very good win against a team that were expected to win. Some of the comments that he's been making in press conferences is still leaving me baffled. It's just I can't change my thought process over one game when I saw that we might have had progress in the last Champions League game, and then we end up losing to to Bournemouth. And I'm sorry, I'm just reading something right here from Lewis Steele, and please hope to God he did not say what he said. Oh, I hope to God he did not just say that, man. Why? Sorry, people. This is literally live at this moment in time when I'm making this video. I think it's around about what's the time now? 10:34, and I can't believe Arne Slot says something like this, man. Literally, a well-worked win, and you got to say stuff like this. As you can see, people, we are happy to be in the last 16, especially when only 2 years ago we won the Europa League and lost to Atalanta. Oh, this guy does not help himself, does he? He does not help himself at all. How? You won 6-0 and you somehow, some way made it a negative. I swear. I know the team has been poor. I know we've been very frustrated. I know a lot of people are wanting you out. But by God, when you get a 6-0 win, why do you have to make it so negative? Why? Why? Oh, just every time he starts to lose, you think he won't lose any more credibility. He does stupid stuff like this. Stupid stuff like this, man. Oh. Maybe the benefit of this is that it looks as though he might be leaving. He knows he's leaving. Maybe he's had a falling out with the board. Maybe it could be like an Amarim situation where he's thinking, oh, if I start making a fuss, I'll get my payout and everything like that. Really, of all the things, the last thing, first of all, I want to quickly say what you just said with honest with the whole you at least we won in the Europa League and we didn't lose to Atalanta. One thing you firstly did, you're disrespecting the football club who's giving you millions of pounds a year. I guarantee you 8 figures worth of money. People would dream of that kind of money every year. And then you go and disrespect them like that is a disgrace. Second thing, you're also disrespecting your predecessor, Jurgen Klopp. And I guarantee you, if any Liverpool fan on this planet saw what you said, probably they will see what you said after the game. They will not be backing you. They will not be supporting you. They'll probably be cussing you right now. Why are you bringing up stuff that happened before you came to the football club? And what you also did, you're disrespecting the manager that was managing that team, who gave you a team that won you a league title as well. It's just this guy does not cease to surprise me. Every time he says something, it surprises me every single time. And just when you think it doesn't get any worse, it does. The sooner this guy leaves is the better, man, because things are now starting to get toxic. I have a feeling some of the players are playing freestyle together, just trying to get a good performance with one another. They're not really too bothered about whatever he says. But what can you do, man? We'll have to wait and see if he does end up getting sacked. But back to the manager itself. Like after the quotes that I've read, I really don't want to speak about him, but I'll end it like this. Does it change anything about what I think about Slot? No. Um, like I said, Qarabag is a standard win. We got to be winning these football matches. But he got the result. Cool stuff. On to Newcastle on Saturday. If you could get a result there, then great. But do I think you're going to get a result? Probably not. Do I believe you can turn things around? No. Do I want you to lead the football club? Yes. Are you making anything better? Are you giving any have you given any life back to the football club? No. It's just everything he's doing is sucking the life out of the fans and the football club. And that is the last thing that this club needs at this moment. And on the club itself, on the players, does it change anything? No. Because I've always maintained Liverpool have a great chance of winning the Champions League, regardless of the manager. Well, I say regardless of the manager. I still think we need to get rid of the manager to even have a chance. The players that we have are of a certain quality. Like the likes of Vietz, Soboslai, McAllister, Allison, Virgil, Kirkes, Frimpong, Gravenberg. These are quality players. And I've said this before and I'll say it again. I'll say it until the cows come home and the chickens come to roost. I have seen worse Liverpool teams win this Champions League. I have seen the likes of Jimmy Traore be a part of a back three against the likes of Shevchenko, Kaka, and Thomason and Inzaghi and win a sorry, not Inzaghi, Crespo and win a Champions League. No disrespect to Jimmy Traore, but if you're putting the top class levels centre backs who haven't won a Champions League, who deserve one, I look at Jimmy Traore with the likes of Maldini, Puyol, and people like that who won Champions Leagues. You wouldn't put them in that category, but I've seen worse teams win this Champions League, and I do believe this team is capable. Does my mind change about anything? No, it doesn't. I still expect us to win a Champions League. We spent the money that we spent. We are reigning Premier League champions. Until we don't win that title, until the next champion wins it, we are still reigning Premier League champions. And I will put the same expectations that I had on this football club to the start of the season, regardless of what happens. I still believe this team is good enough. And I would want to see it. And you know what? To an extent, I'm demanding us to do well in the Champions League. At a bare minimum, do well. And you need to win this. If you need to save face, win this Champions League. That's all I've got to say on this team. And I think that's pretty much sums it up for everything as well. But people, I appreciate you watching this video. Leave a like if you like the video. Comment on anything you talked about the game, anything I missed out if you want to speak about something. And I'll catch you guys for the Liverpool versus Newcastle preview. Even though I said I'd do a Qarabag preview, I didn't end up doing. I do apologize. I will be doing a Newcastle preview as well, so do keep an eye on it. Actually, saying that, also do look out. We are doing a gaming stream on Friday. I think it has been confirmed between me and Drifty, so it will happen. So Liverpool versus Newcastle preview, gaming stream with Drifty. Those are in the pipeline, and I will let anyone. If you want to know anything about content as well, do follow my Twitter. I'll be keeping things up on there as well. And do subscribe and hit the notifications button in case you want to get notified about me going live. So I appreciate everyone that is here. I'm going to leave it there, and I'll see you guys next in the Liverpool versus Newcastle preview. Peace.